Hey man, say man, y'all already know what it is. A dip Roger, the disc jockey, the street minister. Blessing the game with this $1 million smile. And to my right, I got JJ, baby. JJ.
What's up, y'all?
You know what I'm saying? Over to my far right over there, I got Sierra, Miss Sierra's interlude. You know what I'm saying? You know how we rockin'. How you doing, sweetie?
I'm doing good. How are you?
And
how you doing?
I'm great. You understand what I'm saying? And y'all say, no, this man needs no introduction. But if you think you do, I got you. Goddamn me. It's
hey, hold on, give me a good introduction, bro. I'm gonna grade you on this shit, bro.
You gonna grade on the introduction?
Yeah, cause we trying to get you in stand-up comedy, so.
Okay. Well, we got the man standing 6'3", Mr. D.O.A.T. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Japanese. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Ice Cream Paint Job.
Yes,
the nigga that made you walk that walk, even when you was on skates.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. PV's on.
Yeah. PV legend.
Yeah. Oh, can't forget the L. You can't say Dallas without the L.
Can't say Dallas without the L.
Dorrough Music, a.k.a. 6'3".
What's up with it?
What's up, man?
I'm good, bro.
It's a pleasure to have you back, Jack.
Anytime, bro. I won last time we did this. It was a minute ago, huh?
It been a minute. You know what? Matter of fact, the last time you came and sat down with me, man, it was like my first interview of 2018.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was right after the Cowboys situation, man. We talked about the Cowboys deal and shit, man.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, how's everything been going for you?
Man, just times two. You feel me? Same grind. Everything just taking it to another level, really. Yeah. But everything been good, though. It's good seeing y'all, though. I see how y'all upgrading over here. Last time y'all was downtown.
You know, this your first time coming to, you know what I'm saying, to the new spot, the studio, you know what I'm saying, Sqbiz Radio.
They over here owning spots now, you feel me? They went from leasing to owning.
I wasn't even leasing, man. we was renting time slots, Jack.
Oh, damn, that's even better then. Now y'all own it, though.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it took a little time for the grind, but everything worked out in due time. You understand what I'm saying?
I respect that.
But say, man, look, I see you living good, feeling good. When you came up here, man, you got your shirt gone.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
I came from my little son's soccer practice. It was hot, you feel me? I ain't had time to just, throwing a whole bunch of stuff. But, I got my shirt out. I've been working out a little bit, you feel me? I'm trying to get comfortable.
You know what? See, this is something that you don't.
I'm trying to get built like you, bro.
I'm finna get to that. See, the skinny cats don't understand the struggle. Sometimes you get to sweating too hard. He ain't know what to do. He just got rid of the shirt, right? So what you gotta do for future references? Hey, you a pack of T-shirts, Hanes already in the back seat.
You right.
I got two left.
I normally keep the polos. I normally keep the black polos, but you know what I'm saying. I didn't keep them on me this time. Couldn't do the white. You feel me? The white, it was too hot. You know what I'm saying. It's a certain type. You gotta put the white fresh. You gotta be like, it can't be no humidity. Can't be hot. You know what I'm saying. You gotta be indoors, or the white don't look right. So
you don't keep clothes in your car?
Yeah, I do actually. I keep shoes in my car more than anything. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Because I can always just stop at a store and grab some shirts or a T-shirt, or it's easy to find a shirt. But shoes, you know what I'm saying? That's something where sometimes you got to switch it up on the spot. So
I keep both in my car.
Females, y'all look better. Y'all better.
I had to get in the female car, and they had to grab 2-3 pairs from the bottom on the passenger seat before you sit down.
Oh yeah, they can transform.
I keep mine in my trunk though.
I only keep one pair of shoes, 2 pairs in my trunk. Is cleats and basketball shoes in my trunk. Yes.
Your cleats? Mm-hmm. You play football?
Flag football, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up? The little powder puff?
Flag, contact flag.
Oh yeah.
In Cedar Hill. Safety, and then they put me at receiver this year too, so I do both sides of the ball.
Damn.
I need
champions, by the way. Beat Havoc. I don't know if y'all familiar.
Show me some highlights. I know you got some.
I'm gonna get some highlights next year because my camera guy, he couldn't come.
I got a homegirl, you know what I'm saying? She be playing for the USA team now, you know what I'm saying?
Look, I've been recruited to tackle, but I don't know that I want to get tackled or be tackling anybody.
Imaginary bed. Wait, they have tackle for females?
They do, and it's not lingerie either.
Yeah,
I seen it with the shoulder pads and the booty shorts.
Yeah, I seen that too.
Not Jasmine. Not doing that.
You do that?
You ain't doing that. You fit for it. You don't want to do it.
No. Don't go out there. You know, you down with the kid now. You know, somebody hits us too hard, we gonna have to clear the bleachers. You know what I'm saying? We can't come back. Sqbiz Radio man from the arena. You know, and we don't need none of them problems right now.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, I'm not doing tackle. But flag season is starting at the end of September, so I'll invite y'all to a game.
That's what's up.
I gotta get over there.
Yes.
To see the hill.
Well, look, man, let's go and get down to the nitty gritty, bro.
What's up with it, man? you got questions lined up. What's up with it, bro?
You know, man,
what we talking about?
You know, the way you said that, I hope you ain't nervous, man. Nah, it's just,
bro, come on,
many times we done talked, many times we've been around each other. It's certain things to me and you have never even talked about. You know what I'm saying?
If that's the case, that's on you. Anytime I came up to the show, I ain't never had no publishers that are me say y'all can't ask me nothing. Never. You feel me? So
Right. Look, so how in tune are you into the local social media? Because you know you have local social media, then you have the social media.
What you mean by local?
Local, like shit.
Like Dallas?
Yeah,
local?
Dallas. You know, once you get to Denton, it starts to fizzle out. You know what I'm saying?
I follow people from Dallas, and people from Dallas follow me. You know what I'm saying?
Look, tell the truth, bro. These lists they be going on. Now, do you even pay attention to the list? Keep going.
Somebody sent me a somebody sent me a list from it's a DJ D Real, or some DJ D Real and Mr. E. Somebody sent me a list. I saw that list. I heard this list going around, but that's the only one I saw. You feel me? I mean, at the end of the day, I can make a list, you can make a list, she can make a list, everybody can make a list, and all of them be different. You feel me? So it's like, what's the validation? Me, at the end of the day, you know, I ain't never really been worried about no list, but I saw that one though. That's that answer the question.
You know, I'm gonna have to keep a low profile on them. Yeah, I know a little something about that list, man. I had a little, little tally here, a little tally there.
Yeah.
But that list, that particular, I know it was based off more production. You know what I'm saying? What people have done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Collectively, it wasn't a talent based. Talent was the last thing about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and you know, I definitely was advocating for you to be up there pretty high. You know what I'm saying? For everything that you know done, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As an overall artist, you know what I'm saying? We can get caught up in what's going on right now, and it's like, you know, like a lot of these young rappers, it's different because it's hard to compare the two because, you know, we still had to actually have soul records in it. Now they got streaming.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you can be popular, but and make it look good, but it's like how many people actually really listen to your music? See, it's hard to really gauge all of that now. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I could show y'all 10 artists right now that got millions of views, and neither one of y'all would know any one of them. They music, so it's like it's just in general, and some of them like. Because it's a machine at the end of the day, you feel me? A machine can create anything. For instance, like Dip, you can come out right now and get put in a machine, and 2 weeks you can have 1 million streams on whatever you put out, and next to me, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? And if I ain't putting nothing out in 2 weeks, your streams are more than mine, and you at that moment you the bigger look or the artist per se, you feel me? So it's just like to look at it that way. I look at it like sports, you feel me? Who won the Super Bowl last year?
Thanks.
And who they play?
The Rams.
Who won the year before that?
Eagles.
The Eagles. The Eagles, that was their first time winning the Super Bowl ever, you feel me? But in 2018, they were the best team ever, you feel me? Like, I mean, they were the best team out because they won the 2018 Super Bowl, or was it 2017?
2018.
They won the 2018 Super Bowl, so they was the best team at that moment. But you still had the Pats. They beat the Pats, right?
Yeah.
The Pats done won, 7 Super Bowls now?
6
Super Bowls, so they the best team in the past decade, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you looked at it from 2018 and read the list, the Eagles would be the best team in 2018. You know what I'm talking about? And even though we all know that if you compare them to the Pats on an overall scale, they ain't fucking with the Pats at all. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They just won that year, just like Toronto won the championship this year. You feel me? That was their first championship. LeBron won 3 rings, and they up for another ring this year. The Golden State been winning. You can't say that Toronto is a better team than Golden State overall, even though they beat Golden State this year. But you can say they were the best team in 2019. You feel me? So I look at the rap shit the same way. You know what I'm talking about? Like whoever hot, if somebody come out in a month and they hot, you feel me? And they be hot for 6 months, when they do the rankings, that person is gonna be up on the list. But then 6 months from there or a year from there or 2 years from there, that person may not even exist. You feel me? Think about how many people have been on hot and you ain't ever seen them again. You feel me? So that's how I look at the list, which is why I would never just take, you know what I'm saying, like the list literal. You feel me? Like it's a fun thing to do. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I see why people like doing that because everybody gonna have their own list. If I made a list, I have a list. You feel me? If I was to make a list,
who would be your top 5?
Of all time?
This was list.
Yeah, it'll go a lot of different ways. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta go.
See, like I like thinking big though. It's hard for me to come into a small thing. Like I got to think top 5 all time, and I'm gonna definitely think overall, and I'm gonna think about the whole big picture. So that's gonna be my list.
Who your top 5 overall?
Man, right now off the top of my head, I ain't gonna put it in no order. You feel me? But my top 5 overall on rap, because now this is what I graded off of. I graded off overall too. You know what I'm saying? Not just the talent, the production, the longevity. You know what I'm saying? You can say numbers. The overall. You feel me? Just the whole overall picture. You feel me? I mean, definitely in my top 5, you'll definitely have Hov. You know what I'm saying? That's easy. And Hov is crazy because I didn't even grow up listening to Jay-Z. You feel me?
Right.
Until I was a grown man. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I that's when I started liking Jay-Z. So like, if you would ask me this when I was a teenager, it would have been UGK and Lil Flip, and it would have been all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even listen to that. But over now in this mind frame, it's way different. You know, feel me? You'll have like Hov in there. From an artistic view, you definitely got to have Kanye in there. From an artistic side of it, man, this shit can go so far, bro. Like, I had to really sit here and think about it. Yeah, I'm gonna text you. I'm gonna text you my. I'll text you my list. That's what I'm gonna do. Because I want it to be right. Because motherfuckers take this shit and twist it and be like, "Oh, Dorrough said."
Oh, Kanye see this motherfucking shit. It ran by me.
Yeah, from an artist stand, you can't. It's just certain people you can't debate when you just talking about certain stuff. Like it ain't about who you like and personally and why you like them, what they got going on. When you making these lists, and that's what I seen a lot of people do when they make their list. They be so they be emotional, like who they just like. Like it's people I love or like. I may even like them better than Hov, but I know that at the end of the day we're gonna be real. You feel me? Like they ain't fucking with them. So I ain't gonna be emotional because I like somebody better. I'm gonna say that they the better rapper or they the better artist. You know what I'm saying? But people do that.
If you were making a song right now, which are you still making music? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm always making music. I was in the studio last night.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Asking. No, which Dallas rapper would you collab with? That you
I mean, yeah, I would say I don't. At some point, I don't collab with most Dallas artists. But you know what though? I do plan to do something real special with Big Tuck soon. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Simply because me and Tuck, we the only. I can't even think if me and Tuck ever did a record together or was we ever on a feature record together. But you know, I don't know. I ran into Tuck the other day at a club. And just something hit me. It was like, you know what? Why the fuck I ain't did nothing with Tuck yet? He always been one of my favorites. And you know what I'm saying? We always had a cool relationship whenever we saw each other. We ain't never touched the studio. So just right off the top of my head, you feel me? You know, because I'm thinking big, bro. It got to be something special. Man, Tuck did something. It's going to be something special. You feel me? So right off the top, right now, it'll be Tuck.
You got some notepad. You got some notepad.
She got questions though. She got questions for days.
I mean, like it's
we got them here. We can take it all the way around town. We gonna come back to the music. I'm interested to see what's on this pan over here.
I mean, it's like you build the anticipation, and then I give you something. You're like, okay. And I'm just here for some regular conversation stuff that people
That's
just,
cool.
you know.
That's what we're here for.
Yeah. I mean, I was just thinking, like, what's something that you enjoy that you're passionate about that like people don't know?
That I'm passionate about that people don't know. I mean, that's crazy. It's a lot of stuff really. Like, I'm passionate about people know that I like sports, so you know what I'm saying, they know about the sports, my like the history in basketball and my love for watching sports, football. Some people don't know that, but that's a passion. I got a passion into now. Like now, it's the first time it's different for me because like I got a son now. I got little sons now. So you know what I'm saying. I'm passionate about just even like introducing them to the world that I know, you feel me, and like and seeing how it shaped them. So it's different for me. Like everything evolve around music for me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm the type of person where like I'm 100% once I'm in something. Like music would never not be my passion, and it'll never not be as passionate, you know what I'm saying, as it always been. But you know, now I'm passionate about business too, though. You feel me? That's probably like a new venture that I would say if you watch me, you probably know, you could probably see that. But you know what I'm saying? Making moves, making certain ventures happen, stuff that never happened before, putting together stuff that's just never been done before. That's a passion within itself because it challenged me. You know what I'm saying? It challenged me to get me out of my comfort zone. You feel me? Anything that challenged me to get out of my comfort zone, that's gonna become a passion because then I got something to prove to myself. You feel me? Everything about me is about proving it to myself. You know what I'm saying? Like never for nobody else, but always myself, which is you always your hardest critic. So I mean, I know that probably ain't what y'all want to hear, but
no, that's good. That's good because I just feel like I was just thinking like it's so many times like, I don't know. I feel like we see people and all we know, especially people who are in the entertainment industry, we see you, but we only see what we see. You know what y'all put out. So it's just kind of like cool to have insight on like what do you really like outside of performing or stuff like that. So that's cool, business type stuff. Yeah,
nah, it is. But you know what? Everything always tie back around to the music. You know what I'm saying? Like no matter what I do, no matter what circle I go in, you know what I'm saying, every business venture I do tie right back into the music some kind of way, you know what I'm saying. I make sure anything I do, I don't sway far away from it to where it'll take me away from that, you know what I'm saying, because actually every time I do something different, it inspires me even more to focus more on music, you know what I'm saying. It's something I always sport, and then I'm like, you know what, I want to find a way to put this inside my music, you know, so it always tie back. Yeah,
that's actually one of my questions. But besides music, like, what are you doing for the community, for your community?
For the Dallas or just community in general? Man, I guess it's a chance for me to plug. I guess it's a chance for me to plug my Dorrough Day that's coming up. Now, I'm not gonna give y'all a date because I actually got this accolade in March or May 2017. And when that happened, I don't know if y'all remember, but some stuff went down with like the whole, what's homie name? Not the mayor, but the dude connected to the mayor, the Dwayne Caraway, you know what I'm saying? People that I was plugged and helped put all this stuff together and that brought me in to do this stuff. Certain things started happening to that thing that threw a lot of that off, but everything is stamped. But the Dorrough Day is coming up, and the reason why they gave me the Dorrough Day was because of all the stuff that I've done in the community over the years, you know what I'm saying, from years, you to my years. And the thing about me, people say this to me all the time, especially people that know me, is like, I hate it. I ain't never been the one, when I'm doing real stuff for the community, I ain't never been the one to take cameras, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of people outside of people who've been there when I done stuff don't know a lot of stuff I do. But I mean, over the years, like I done a lot of stuff for schools. You know, I done bought books for students over the years. Every Christmas, buying bikes and doing all that toy drives, and for every holiday, I done paid for kids' funerals. You know what I'm saying? I done a lot of right here in Dallas. Just so much stuff in Dallas over the years that it was never like a thing to go put on YouTube or go on the ground because I'm just not that type of person. Like, it's real. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of those accolades add up, and the people that benefited from it know. And me just putting on for the city, that's my special thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, people don't know how special that is for a city because how much light that sheds for everybody. And my whole thing since I've been starting for the music is no matter what, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna put on for the city. So the combination of all those things together is how they gave me the Dorrough Day and gave me, the key to the city. You feel me? So I mean, it's a lot. You feel me? And that'll never stop. I'll always be doing stuff for the community. I can't tell you what I'm gonna do next. It's just kind of a spontaneous type thing. Something come up, you know what I'm saying, and it makes sense, and it's something I can do, and it's something that I'm passionate about. I can put my attention on, then I'm gonna do it. You know. But you know, Dallas is my heart. You feel me? It's home. So it's gonna always be stuff that's done here in the community.
When you do those things, you bring your kids with you? Like the volunteering and stuff,
you know
get
what?
them involved?
I have never done that. My kids just not getting to an age to where it makes sense for them to do that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So like now I will do that, but even then, even though I know how, you know, I guess influential that could be for them, you know what I'm saying, how good that'll be for them. Like in the past, I was never even thinking about that. I was never doing it for even those reasons. I'll literally be like, oh, these people are in need or whatever, and I'm gonna focus on them. You know what I'm saying? So, but now, you know, when I do stuff in the future, you know, I probably take them so they can start seeing how important that is now that they have age to understand it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How old are they?
I got well, he just turned 7, a 7-year-old boy, 11-year-old girl, and a 2-year-old boy.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. So it'll be like my 7 and 11-year-old.
Fresh baby, 2-year-old.
Yeah. They're a handful, too.
Nah, man, so, you know, deal with the Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? You still rocking with them?
Yeah, we just read up, man. Shout out to the America's team, man. Shout out to my team. We just read up the deal, actually. You feel me? We actually for to put out the new 2019 anthem. You know what I'm saying? We got the new merch for the drop. So, as a matter of fact, we trying to get this done before the first game, but it might not happen before the first game, but it's going to be within the next month or so for all this stuff happen. So,
I definitely need some girl, man, for, you know, so I can rip.
Yeah, I'm going to lace you up, bro.
Yeah.
See, the good thing about it, you know what I'm saying, and why I like rocking with them, because every year it grow, you feel me? It grow. Everything I can do, it just become more and more accessible, you feel me? I get a little more power, a little more to where I can be like, hey, look, I might even try and do customs this year, you know what I'm saying, to certain people with the gear, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's one of them things, like, you know, you coming into a big organization, you ain't gonna just be able to, you know what I'm saying, make stuff. Yeah, you gotta grow within it. They had to see that, you know what I'm saying, my brand was worth it and that the move was worth it, you know what I'm saying?
I got it, bro. Bro, you gotta give me a Jerry Jones funny story, bro. Tell us about Jerry Jones, how, you know what I'm saying? Because, come on, bro, I see how when he was in the meeting not too long ago, he was like, Zeke, who is Zeke?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So I know he got a little
witty.
you know?
He witty, you feel me? He smooth, you know what I'm talking about? Like, I think what surprised me the most about Jerry Jones, cause you thinking like an old white dude, you thinking like an old man, but he ain't, the way he move, like you could tell he's sharp in the mind, like he quick with it, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I think the last funny thing that I saw with Jerry Jones was at the Earl Spence fight when he fought at the Star, you know what I'm saying, the last one. The last one, and in the suite with Jerry Jones, he came through. He was taking pictures, you know what I'm saying, with everybody, and like the way he moved, he a star. You feel me? Like he know, like for instance, they taking pictures. Like he taking the pictures, he moving, he getting into the picture, he posing, taking the picture, flashing, taking it with the next person. It's quick. So even just seeing that, it's funny. It's like, you know what I'm talking about? That's like an artist. It's like if you saw Usher or somebody taking pictures. Like that's a skill within itself to just be like that, to take pictures. So when you see Jerry Jones doing it, somebody that's the owner of a team and an older dude, to me that's hilarious. You feel me? But it just let me know like, but he's smooth. You feel me? Yeah. So you know, so just to see how smooth he was with it, I was like, damn, you know, Jerry Jones, he kind of a fly guy at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like you wouldn't expect that from no Jerry Jones, but nah, I mean. The interactions we had always been cool. You know, we have brief conversations. He always make some little jokes. You know what I'm talking about? He will be what you expect him to be, but just with a little more wit and a little more smoothness that you want to expect. You feel me? Like he business oriented. He know what he doing. He real. One thing I know about him and with the football, like. He run his organization the way he run it. You feel me? He don't care about all the other stuff. But he passionate about football. He is passionate about the players. Like one thing I noticed about him when I first, you know what I'm saying, got into the organization is that like he care about his players. You feel me? Like to where you would think that, you know, some owners is just business. You feel me? It is business, but he care about his players. So that's a good thing I can say about him. But other than that, you know, I'm still learning though. I'm still learning. You know what I'm saying? Every time I see him, it's a special moment. You feel me? He show up and pop up, and it's always spontaneous. So I'm looking forward to, you know, the next time we run into each other.
I can't wait to meet him too, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't know how I'm meet him, but me and Jerry
I
got
was about to say, how you gonna meet him?
Oh man, look, I ain't gonna lie, it's a couple all white men on my bucket list I got to meet. No homo, you know what I'm saying?
Who?
Yeah.
Jerry Jones, George Bush. You can say what you want, man. Look, I seen this movie on George Bush. You know what I'm saying? And he was the the fuck up in the family, you know what I'm saying? But he in the Bush family, so he had to do what he did. But man, every time he see Michelle Obama, he hit her with some candy and shit. I want to know what's going on. Y'all ain't never seen that?
No, I seen that video.
I mean, you can tell they got their own inside humor, bro. You know what I'm saying?
George Bush one of them white boys that just like he could been my partner in school.
Yeah, you can tell he loves black women.
I'd have fucked with him. You know what I'm saying? Warren Buffett. I don't know what I asked him. I taking a picture with him worth some money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got to meet Warren Buffett and John Travolta. Look.
Why him?
Yeah, I was about to say he's smooth.
John Travolta, he been in all the movies. I just grew up watching it. Just like can't forget Trill Bill. I need to meet Bill Clinton. I want to smoke a Jacob Bill.
I was thinking about Bill Clinton in my head.
Yeah,
I fuck with Bill. I can see that. George Bush, you know what, man? What I be learning is when you really meet people, it's never what been painted of them ever, whether it's good or bad. You know what I'm saying? Some people you think they been painted so good and they ain't even like that, and some people be painted so bad that they not like that. So I wouldn't just say George Bush should be on my top, but I could see, homie being probably cool. You feel me?
You, bro, like, and I didn't feel like this until it's this movie called Vice. It's about his vice president, and like. Man, George Bush, Texas, chicken eating. He just, how they depict him in that movie, like, I gotta fuck with him. I just want to meet him and have one conversation with him because he country, he a real live Texan, you know what I'm saying? So I just gotta see what he talking about. But man, let's talk about Nip for a little bit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? What was your relationship like with Nip, man? I seen y'all got some records together and spent a lot of time with him, man. So let's talk about Nip for a little bit.
Nip was bro, man. You know what I'm saying? Like we came in the game pretty much around the same time. You know what I'm saying? As far as on an official level, what some people would say mainstream, but Nip was one of the ones where before I got in the game, when you be watching TV, like let's say BET or something, like 106 in Park, like I remember before I even got to that level and was doing stuff like that, like every time I would catch a show and you would see new rappers, like I never really would catch, I would never be intrigued by too many people. Like it'll just be what it is. It's on the screen, you watch the video, it go off. If it's a new artist, you see it, whatever. But I remember the first time I was just randomly at home and I just caught like a video and it was Nipsey and he was premiering his song that he did on the crisscross beat. Like they did the sample, they flipped that. Yeah. That was the first time I seen Nipsey.
Nipsey in the house.
That was the first time I'd seen Nipsey, and I want to say I had kind of heard about him a little bit, but I can't. This is what I remember. I just remember seeing him for the first time and seeing the video and what it was, and I resonated with it. Like I just watched the whole video. Like I ain't even to this day. Like I ain't know. It's hard for me to watch something that I ain't all the way into. So I remember watching the whole video, and I was like, homie, I seen homie. Like I fuck with homie. You know what I'm saying? Just for whatever reason. Then, fast forward, the music's taking off this and that. I would probably say I probably hit mainstream before Nipsey in a sense, to the point where when I did the BET Awards, performed at the Hip Hop Awards in 2009, I remember getting a phone call from this dude named D, and he was like, hey, I was bringing Snoop on. I had Snoop, Soulja Boy, and Jim Jones on my remix, on one of the remixes. And that was a performance I was gonna do, and we were trying to get E40 because he was on there too. And E40, I don't know, I think he was out the country or something, he couldn't do it. And then the D was like, Snoop got this artist named Nipsey Hussle. He was like Snoop will really, you know what I'm saying? He'll really be happy if you brought him on. He was like, but I'm gonna send you something so you can see who he is. And I was like, I already know who he is. I was like, because I had to agree. I was like, yeah, I want. I was like, yeah, bring Nipsey on, like, because we were trying to find a West Coast artist to substitute for E40, but because it was a West Coast, the song blew up on the West Coast basically, so it was more of a West Coast song than it even was out here. Even though it was big everywhere, and I'm from here, that shit blew up massive on the West Coast. So we were trying to get as many West Coast artists on there basically. And they brought up Nip, and I was like, yeah, I you know what I'm saying, I want Nip on there. And then me and Nip, we went to Atlanta, we linked up, and just everything from that day, bro, we just clicked, you feel me? Like, more than I clicked with any other artist, you know what I'm saying? That was the beginning of our relationship. From that, we did the awards, you know what I'm saying? I remember we was at rehearsal, And homie we were just chopping it up, I was like, homie, cool as fuck. Like, I really fuck with him. Then, you know what I'm saying, we did the show, you know, I remember him being backstage, Baby was there, you know what I'm saying, and Nip was kind of nervous, you feel me? Like me, I couldn't wait to go on stage. Like, it was just one of the things where I was kind of nervous, but I wasn't, you know what I'm saying? I've been smoking with Snoop. We was backstage smoking, so, you know what I'm saying, I'm on a whole nother level. It was the first time I met Snoop in person. And the first time I met Snoop, he handed me the J, you feel me? Like, and we smoking, so I'm already amped, you know what I'm saying? But I could see Nip, it was a different thing, because he had never been on that stage before, and I hadn't either. But anyway, he came out, he did his thing, he killed it like you wouldn't even know. Like, he came out there, killed it, did his thing. And then from that moment on, bro, we just clicked. Like, every time we started doing a lot of shows together, just all across the country, you know what I'm saying? Like, just we was always booked together, different places, Austin, Cali, different places, and we started building relationships to where we started doing music. When my birthday came around one year, and you know, I told him, I was like, bruh, let's do this record, you know what I'm saying? Come to Dallas. He came to Dallas. You know what I'm saying? I remember picking him up from the airport, we getting pulled over and shit, you know, and he came one deep. He came with his homie, you know what I'm saying? No team or nothing. So I knew he really fucked with me, you know what I'm saying? This ain't no money or nothing. So me and Nip just started building every time. Like, we was building musically, we was doing shows together. Then it started coming to a situation to where we were always talking. Every time we met, we always talk about some real shit. He put me on some game, this and that, and vice versa. So it became a genuine relationship. So the long story short is, bro is just real bro, you know what I'm talking about? Like, everything that people that's out there about him that's positive is real, you know what I'm talking about? It ain't nothing fabricated. It's even more to him than that, you feel me? Like, his light and the way he painted out to the world is great, you feel me? It ain't nothing out there that's to me that's misrepresenting him, but it's even more to him than that, you know what I'm talking about? So me just knowing personally is different from how people talking about him, this and that, and me knowing him personally. Like, I know it's real, but I also know I have my own type of relationship with him, and he's like me. Like, I'm the type of person where me and you will have our own relationship. Me and you, Dip, I don't gotta have a type of relationship. Like, if you got all your homies with you, me and your relationship gonna be our relationship.
Right.
And can't nobody, your homies or my homies can't tell me about our relationship, and vice versa, because it's just strictly between us. And that's how me and Nipsey was. Yeah. So it's like the stuff I got in my mind in the stuff we talked about in relationship we had, that's just personally between me and Nipsey. You know what I'm talking about? Like, even I was more personal with him, and I knew people around him, like his DJ. We still fuck with each other. Couple people was close, but my relationship was with Nipsey, so it's real personal to me. You feel me? Because it's like, and what I'm noticing is that's the type of person who is, because everybody had a different versions of when they speak on him. They speak on him in a slight different way, but I know it's true because I'm like, Nipsey is the type of person where he will have his own relationship with each individual. So everybody's gonna have different things to say about him, but it's gonna all be positive and it's gonna make sense. So I think that's a dope thing, because to be that type of way, that means you're a real person. To really be, you know, to be a type of person where you can develop your own relationships with every person who you got relationships with, and they all unique. That means you're a special person, because that take a lot of energy. You feel me? That take a lot of, you know what I'm saying? And that's how he was, and that's why his legacy is the way it is. That's why everybody posts about him, because everybody is saying stuff from the heart. You know, whether they knew him or not. You feel me? Everybody got their own interpretation. They just building it up, and it's all true. So, you know what I'm saying? That's why I never was speaking too much on, because there was a lot of people who was like, oh, it's people clout chasing this and that. Yeah, it was. And then there was a lot of stuff where people would be trying to understand, like, oh, well, you know what I'm saying, how you fuck with him like this, but you don't fuck with his people like that. And I'm like, nah, Nipsey was that way. Like, even the last time a month before he passed, he was here in Dallas, you know what I'm saying? He pulled up in the back room where me and him chopped up. He was by himself. He came in by himself. You know what I'm saying? His team was there, but they didn't come in with him. Me and him chopped it over, me, him, and Bebe. But it was just, he's like me. That's how I move. Just like how I come in here by myself. Like, I got a whole team of people doing different things, but when it comes to certain stuff, like, I move along because I want to have those type of interactions by myself. And Nipsey was that way. And he was that even on a greater level. You feel me? So I can only say good things about him. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, his legacy gonna always live on, you feel me? To me, he's still here. His presence is here, you feel me? You know, and it's gonna forever be here. So I think he completed some missions, and he had a lot more that he would do. But now it's up to everybody that, you know what I'm saying, that's still here to push this whole thing further along. Yeah.
I'm ready for
I'm talking about my brother, you feel me?
I'm ready for that.
Yeah,
I think everything gonna sell out fast.
For
everything
sure.
gonna definitely
For
sell out.
sure.
His shit is fly too. You know what I'm talking about? Like even before all that happened, like you dropping the low tops, and I fuck with Pumas. I genuinely like anybody know me know. Nigga, I'm always got a pair of low top whites. Like I've been working them for minutes. So to see him, you know what I'm saying? Even when we pulled up each other in Dallas, I hit on the low top whites. He hit on his the red and whites, and that wasn't even planned. But like his whole little Puma connection, the shoes from everything gonna put out. I know that shit gonna be dope. Yeah.
Yeah, man. But now, so you know, like I told you before we got down through there, there's a couple things that it's just in my mind we ain't talked about, man.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know how we never really talked about, you know what I'm saying, the riff rap, the he say she say, man, because you know what you been at the spot you been in for a long time, being from Dallas, you know, it should be a lot of shots thrown at you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like, so what's the roast outlook in response to him putting nobody on in the city, man?
I probably put more people on in the city than anybody ever done. See, what people think of, they just think of rappers. Like, a rapper gotta put nothing but rappers on. They ain't thinking about producers. They ain't thinking about camera people. They ain't thinking about people that do all type of stuff behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? That really make this whole thing go. It's an industry at the end of the day. This is a part of the industry. This right here is part of the Dallas industry. It just is. This a whole different. This a platform, but like Crabtree. Let's speak on Crab. Like that's like saying Crabtree. You know what I'm saying? Like even supporting this, because Crabtree, bro, you feel me? Supporting this is different from what he does in football. You know what I'm talking about? But it's a part of this whole Dallas thing. And somebody in football could be like, oh, you ain't put on no football players, but like he doing all type of other stuff.
Right.
That's me, you feel me? Like, and when it come to the city, first of all, you know, when it come to rappers, I done had plenty of rappers that I done put light on for years, you know what I'm saying, this and that. And you know what I learned? I learned that people only want the people they want. You feel me? So for instance, let's just say you dip and you put on 4 rappers that they ain't the ones I wanted you to put on. Then now I'm saying, oh, you didn't put on because you didn't put on my cousin, or you didn't put on my homie, or you didn't put on this rapper who I like better than the rapper you didn't put light on. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, it's like that list. Everybody gonna have their own list. But when it comes to just the overall, you talking about like I can't even tell you, even people right now. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm that guy. You got to remember, I'm that dude that don't go around with cameras when I'm doing real shit. You feel me? Right. Or I don't have to go around with cameras when I do real shit, and that's rare. You know what I'm saying? So people don't see a lot of the shit that I do behind the scene, which I don't care about. Anybody know me know I really don't care. Like, I don't really care. That's how I've been able to do what I do for so long, because I just don't be caring about what nobody say, because I know what I do. And the people who know what I do also know what I do. You feel me? So it really wouldn't... So the people, to answer your question, the people who say that would be just absolutely wrong. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't even be close to what they think. You feel me? Because it's way bigger than just a rapper putting the next rapper on. Like, nah, it's a whole industry that I've been supporting in Dallas that I can see building and unfolding right in front of my eyes, that I know I've been planting seeds in, that come from rappers to producers to camera people to, you know what I'm saying, what y'all doing to, you know what I'm saying, every aspect of it behind the scenes, you feel me, that's way bigger than just the rapper. So, you know, people look, oh, what rapper you put on, this and that. I put rappers in position. I done put light on people, but I can't make people like them or blow them up, you know what I'm saying? Like,
oh man, say that one more time. Say that one more time for the people in the back.
I can't make nobody like nobody. Like, at the end of the day, you can put a rapper in front of 1 billion people in front of the whole world, and that don't make the people like them. You know, you gotta be dope. They gotta like you for how they like you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I came in here with a rapper right now, y'all would be like, okay, who is this rapper? Then I'd be like, look, rap or play some music. If y'all genuinely don't like the music, rapper, I can't make what I'm supposed to do. I can't make you just like him because I said it. Right. And that's just how this shit goes. You feel me?
Don't bring info back to my shit no more.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, it's been a lot of that, but anybody that would say that or think that would just be absolutely wrong.
I mean, you know, that's for the barbershop talk. I just
yeah.
Slide so, like, you know what I'm saying? Look, I told y'all niggas. You know what I'm saying? Nigga ain't never done.
I done heard all of it though, bro. So I already be knowing what people think. You feel me? But and that's another thing, cause I already know what y'all think. You feel me? Because people say it all the time, but then I get the same answer. I'm like, bro, first of all, just know it's a lot of shit that I just genuinely don't care about. because I know myself. And I'm glad I'm that way, but at the same time, I do a lot of real shit. And I guess because I'm just not the rapper to walk around with a camera when I do real shit, that's where stuff get misconstrued at. You feel me? Because a lot of motherfuckers, boy, let them do something that's halfway real, boy, they can't wait to bring that camera. Some people set up shit to bring a camera too, you know what I'm saying? And that's the thing, I would never do that.
But that's where it's at nowadays. I mean, not saying you gotta do it, but like, I mean, the camera is gonna, being the person that you are, if you really trying to like, I don't know, show people what you're trying to do.
You gotta
you gotta have.
I mean, I get it. Sometimes it can inspire people, other people. You know what I'm saying?
But see, it don't be for inspiration. Sometimes it be like it's people that really believe like if they don't see it, you ain't doing it.
Exactly.
That's one of the curses to social media.
Yeah.
And I can't.
But that's the front end. That's the front end. See, people always forget. It's always a front end and a back end. You feel me? Like it's like with everything. So that's the front end because the back end is this. Let's just say me and you go do the same thing. We go do something real for the community, or me and you. You go take a camera, and I don't take a camera. Now, everybody saw what you did, but me and you both know I did the same thing, and also the people who was there who I touch know, you feel me? How the back end gonna play out is this how it's gonna play out. On the front end, they're gonna be like, oh, Dip did this, and this, and this, and that. And then, Dorrough, he didn't whatever, this and that. Later on down the line, when it all unfold, it's gonna flip because what's gonna happen is somebody gonna bring up the time when you did something, and somebody that was there is gonna be in position and gonna speak on me also being there, and they gonna wonder why I didn't bring the camera, and somebody gonna be like, cause shit, he didn't want to bring the camera, and then I'm gonna be the real nigga in the situation. You feel me? I'm glad that's how it's gonna happen.
You nigga playing
chess, bro. But that ain't even the reason why I'm doing. I'm just saying that's how I just learned over the years. That's how everything has always played out in my life. Like it have been times where motherfuckers done said certain things, and it was because of that, and then like some years later, it'll flip just naturally. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you know what I'm saying?
It be like that.
Yeah,
bro.
so it's like it's the front end back end situation.
Okay, like Yella Beezy is up and coming. Like, do you have a relationship with him?
Yeah, me and Yella, you know what? Me and Yella linked some years ago actually. Man, Yella was gonna do some music. Actually, we actually on a record. I forgot what record we on together. It was like something that Justin Martin put together. It's like something with all the Texas rappers, you know what I'm saying, we put together. But me and Yella talked about music a lot of times. We just never really got to the aspects of getting in the studio together to do some music. But yeah, me and Yella been knowing each other for a minute, you know what I'm saying? We've been through mutual situations and different situations just in the past. You know, the first time I heard about it was through DJ Deuce. DJ Deuce brought him up some years ago, and Deuce was putting together the song where we was going to do some music, but one thing, once we both was moving around, it just never happened. But Trap, you know what I'm saying, same thing. Well, actually, me and Trap we got music together. We got a record that's out, and we got a record that we recorded that, I still ain't never released yet. But it just, when it comes to a lot of Dallas artists, it just comes to one of those things where if we meet at the right time and it comes to where, you know what I'm saying, we are working, it makes sense, we in the studio, or we get in the studio together, or the right record permit itself, then we'll do work. Because every artist I done work with it and been like that, from every artist that's from Dallas to every artist that's outside of the city that's in the music industry. So yeah.
Are there any Dallas, like up and coming Dallas rappers that kind of like caught your eye? Or that you enjoy? So
it's Dallas artists that's people know, and then it's Dallas artists that people don't know. You feel me? That like me, my producers are like that's where my passion is at, because what's slept on in the whole industry is the Dallas producers. Like it's producers out here that's better or just as good as anybody in the whole industry. You feel me?
Right.
That's where a lot of light needs to be shed and has to be shed on. But I mean, as far as Dallas, people, man, if you've seen I'm gonna show you what I got in my DMs right now. This is what I go through. My DMs. So look, on my DMs, I'm gonna show you my requests. So I'm gonna show you my request. So like in my request, like look, like every few minutes, like I'm getting requests. Like every, you know what I'm saying, these just people, right? So if I open these up, it's gonna be like different people that have their music, and the way it's presented, like I'm the type of person where I really would listen to that, and I've actually linked with certain, especially producers and even artists that sent me something that I actually thought was dope. Some of them will be from Dallas, and some of them will be from other places, and we'll get to do some work, you know what I'm saying? So I'm that type of rapper too. But before I just naming names, I mean,
I was about to say,
I pay attention to everybody. I mean, I see a lot of stuff, and what appeals to me. Like Crab put me on the Ghetto Ben, little homie. Yeah. So he dope. Yeah. And I told Crab, I was like, see, I listened to him. I went and listened to him. I heard the first thing. Then I was like, hey, let me hear some more. Went and listened to it. Then I started researching just everything that I could find on him. And my whole overall thing is like, homie, dope. You know what I'm saying? He's somebody that people that they ain't gonna know who he is, a lot of people, but then in his own little world, whatever. But he would definitely be considered off the scene, off the radar. You feel me? As far as when you're talking about Dallas rappers that you can name, he would be definitely off the radar. But somebody I could see, like next year around this time, I could see homie being in the top spot out here. You feel me? How I flip around, like I say, it's that sports scenario. So I would say he would probably be the one that, you know what I'm saying, stick out the most, because I really researched a lot of his stuff. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, Crab put me on him, but once he put me on him, I know Crab got an ear for this shit and an eye for it, you know what I'm saying? And he ain't gonna just bring nothing to my attention. So when he brought it to me, I really paid attention to it and did my own thorough, like, little research behind Lil Homie. And I'm like, Lil Homie dope. Like, I hope to get time to really, you know what I'm saying, fuck with him myself, you know what I'm saying? Which something I told Crab I do, but I genuinely think he dope, you know what I'm saying? So if I had to just throw a name out there, I'd say him.
I kind of want to go back to the DMs because like you get a lot, right? And you don't have to pull them, but like what's the thing that piques your interest? What's like, how do you get that click? Is it literally like they got lucky, or is it like they said something that you like, oh shoot, let me see what they got going on? Like,
it be different things. Like me, sometimes, let's just say if I put out some new music, you feel me, and I know people are reacting to it, you know, I genuinely try and support the people who support it, and there be people posting stuff and repost stuff. So I'll repost something that they, you know what I'm saying, repost about whatever I'm promoting. Or you know, sometimes it would just be like a lucky situation where I click on it, and if they presented something dope, then I listen to it, you know what I'm saying, or look at it or whatever. But I miss a lot though, you feel me? Like, I would say I probably see not even 50% of everything in there, you know what I'm saying? But to me, I'd be like, I'm probably missing a lot of stuff too. But then at the end of the day, I don't want to just spend all my time just going through the DMs.
That's where the PR word come in.
Yeah. I mean, you know what? I do, you know what I'm saying, I got a guy on my team that do that, but he look for different things. His job is to look for stuff that got to do with what we got going on, you know what I'm saying? Because that's more important.
The brand,
with the brand, you know what I'm saying? So he ain't gonna look at, and then you also gotta have an ear for this shit to know if somebody dope. That's a big thing. That's people hard. Be thinking people dope who ain't dope, and vice versa. You can't teach that. Yeah. So that would be something I would have to personally do, you know what I'm saying? Because unless it's somebody who I really believe got that type of ear and eye. You know what I'm saying? So I know I miss a lot of stuff in my DMs. It done probably been people that done came and been super dope. They might blow up. They might already blew up that done reached out to me in some kind of way and I just didn't see it. You feel me? But it ain't because I don't think they dope or you know, I didn't pay attention. I just literally didn't see it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those type things. But you know what I also know is everything that's supposed to happen come around. You feel me? Like, everything that I always supposed to happen, if I'm supposed to see it, or and there's some part I'm supposed to play in it, it's gonna come around. You know what I'm talking about?
That's facts.
You know what I'm saying? Same thing. That's what happened with Young Nation now. Like, Young Nation, see, and a lot of people don't know Young Nation. Shout out to them, bro, because I'm gonna say this about Young Nation.
Say it, goddamn.
They sparked the movement that still exists now. You know what I'm saying?
One more time,
they sparked the movement that still exists now, especially within these little niggas. Like, I just heard some shit on the radio that, nigga, you can't tell me it wasn't Young Nation. Like, it was
same.
Yeah, it was like if it's they clones of them. And then you know what I'm saying? And so when I hear stuff like that, and I know the part I played in the whole Young Nation thing, that's also me contributing, you feel me, without speaking on it. But also, it's a dope thing to see because a lot of people downplay shit that they ain't supposed to downplay. A lot of people won't even speak on them, but I mean, them niggas from Dallas, they from the DFW, and they had a real big impact. It wasn't no small impact. They damn near should have been Ray Shrimmer, you feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Or you know what I'm saying, Amigos or some shit. Like, the way the cars landed, but they had that type of movement. So it'd be a lot of stuff that I be seeing where people just downplay shit that ain't even downplayable. You feel me? Like the stats are there.
I'm not even from Dallas, but like Young Nation, like is someone I'm always excited to hear whenever I'm out. Like I know them,
and that even speaks volumes because you're not even from Dallas and they from here, so that lets you know they think. And I just said that just because I'm just thinking about different scenarios and just different scenarios that I played parts in that nobody even know or speak on. You know what I'm saying? That wouldn't, some of that stuff wouldn't have happened. Like they recorded a lot of their biggest hits in my condo at the Mosaic. You feel me? The club rock and all that shit. Shawty, what's up? All that. They recorded that shit in my studio booth. You know what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm saying? Like
memory.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, a lot of people don't know that type shit because I ain't had a camera in there. Oh, Young Nation, I wasn't doing. Them niggas was just coming through and I was letting them do that. And then, you know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying. So to go back to your question earlier, it's a lot of shit that people feel and think that they don't even know that. Nigga, I played a part in a lot of stuff that people doing, they don't even know. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't, I'll be so into what I got going on at the time and what I'm about to do next that I can't backpedal to try and convince everybody what I did. It'll come out. That back end gonna play out all the time.
Okay, so what are you doing next?
I'm taking over the world. Like, I mean, everything come back to the music. Like the music, everything is always gonna be for the music, but it's also business ventures that I'm putting together. The big business ventures that I'm doing now, I can't speak on. You know what I'm saying? Not at this moment, but I will come back on the show when I do them though, because I'm gonna speak on them in thorough. You know what I'm saying? So like, let me make it happen first.
So
and
what's
then I'm
your
gonna come
latest
talk
hit,
on
though?
Well, my new song is Texafornia.
Okay, I heard you perform that at SportsCon.
They playing that on the radio right now. We just now start. We for the shoot a video scene Sunday. We shooting half of it in LA, half of it out here. But then we got the Oski for the drop with the Cowboys. Yes, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's a lot of stuff that's for to come and play on the music side. You know what I'm saying? I just had to get some of the moves and the business out the way. For the music is easy for me actually. You know what I'm saying? But now, you know, I know that the people want more. No matter what moves I make, they're going to want the music from me more than anything. No matter what, I can't make no move bigger than the music. So I always come back to the music, and that's where I'm at now.
Why Texafornia? Do you stay in California?
Yeah, where are you based?
Texafornia.
Where are you
Texafornia been my lifestyle for like, what we in 2019?
Yeah.
Since 2013. 2012, 2013, Texafornia been my lifestyle, living both in LA and Dallas, like back and forth, like really the entire time. You know what I'm saying? Just as far as just living, recording, building the lifestyle, my music blew up on the mainstream level in Cali. So that's what built that whole bridge. It blew up in the Bay, blew up in LA. I went to the Bay for some months, lived in LA for some time, years, spent a lot of time and go back and forth. So my lifestyle is that, you feel me, literally. So the inspiration, even Texafornia, like that's something that I've been talking about since 2013. I got Instagram posts where I'm hashtagging Texafornia. I ain't put Texafornia out until a couple months ago. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot to tie into it. And it's a story behind it that's going to unfold. It's going to unfold with the visuals. It's going to unfold with a lot of the music. So the next time I come on this show, I'll be able to tell you more about Texafornia because it's something you got to see visually. But just know it's my lifestyle, though. It's my real lifestyle.
I like this because, like, you're showing that there's more depth to you and everything. Like, I mean, you're a true creative, you know, when it comes, like, there's music, but then you're going to tell a story through the video and stuff like that. Yeah. And just like what you do, you say you do behind the scenes.
Yeah, it always become bigger in the long run with my music because I roll everything out. I stretch it, I max everything out. If I drop a song, I ain't going to just drop a song and go on to the next song. Like, it's going to stretch this out. Like, Oski, I dropped that last year. Y'all just not fit to see what Oski is maybe in a month, like, because it's so much into it and the visuals painted out. So yeah, that's what it is.
Before you came here, somebody asked me, like, you know, how I feel about your music, do I like this stuff? And I said, you know, I feel like some of the records, you know what I'm saying, he don't push all the records that I particularly am more into. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And the ones that you do be pushing, they be straight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That Japanese record, you know, I love that record, bro.
Yeah.
Like, if they stop pushing it, what happened with the Japanese record, man? That's my shit,
I just
man.
TBT'd that record today, randomly, like, just out of nowhere. I throw back Thursday. I know it was on MTV Jams and all that. Yeah. I mean, that record sell, you know what? It's crazy. The records that sell are like the records that don't get the biggest push because it's always being discovered. So like I just posted today and I got a ton. You can go see the comments right now. It's just a ton of new little kids that's just now discovering that song. They think it's brand new. And I make timeless music. Like if you go listen to Japanese, you would think it came out today. You feel me? So to answer your question, nothing. It's gonna last forever. Like songs like Beat Up the Block. Somebody hit me about that yesterday, about 2 days ago, and they trying to do a little booking in Kansas, a little show, but all from Beat Up the Block. They want to book a show.
That little on
because they just had discovered the song, and the way it resonated with them when they discovered it is that the shit is out right now. It don't sound dated. You know what I'm saying? And then when I went back and listened to it, I was like, damn, it don't sound dated because I don't say shit that date songs. I rarely do that. You feel me? Same thing with Japanese. Like, it's a lot. I spit a lot of facts in Japanese, and anytime you
crazy, bro.
And I shot it in Japan. You feel me? So like anytime you speaking facts or you speaking on stuff that the song is timeless at that point, I could literally go push Japanese right now and blow that shit up even bigger. But it gotta be all a part of my whole plan. You feel me? Like it just. I don't be as anxious as other. That's the thing. I don't be as anxious as other people around me be. Everybody is always more anxious around me about my music and the way it should go and be pushed because they don't know my overall plan until it start happening. Then they be like, oh, I see why you did that. Yeah. So that's
I remember not too long ago, bro. They was doing the ice cream paint job
challenge,
bro.
That's crazy.
That song. How old is the song?
10 year challenge. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
I was in the skating rink.
10 years.
Jamming to that.
And it's crazy because it don't even feel like 10 years, but that's another thing. It's a time. It's a time. You know what? That song. It keep getting bigger, you feel me? Like, I swear to God, like, now, I would say, you remember how I just showed you these, man, I get so much ice cream paint job shit, like, people jamming to that, like, and people still be discovering that, though. That's what's wild. Like, as big as that record is, it be people that's just now discovering that song, and it be letting me know how big the world is, and just, like,
I never forget it,
social
bro,
media.
when you run that record through there that day.
Yeah.
That nigga left the studio, came to our spot, let us hear the song, see what it sound like. I said it was gonna be a hit, but I'll be down.
You know what? Because it wasn't, we was in a 70 tempo. Like, that was the boogie movement time, so everything was slow. So I was the only person that came with an up-tempo record, and that's why I was nervous about it. Like, I didn't really think, because I was just like, I was just like, I don't see how niggas out here gonna just get on it.
Bro.
But niggas just, the way it blew up, it just worked. Like, that shit just went like wildfire. But you know, I had other shit hot then. You know, we had that Walk, Halle Berry. So all that shit was peaking. So I really dropped Ice Cream Paint Job in the peak of them, and that's why that bitch went so fast.
What a time! You know what a time for music.
Right? I'm like,
that shit was wild.
My middle school days.
So man, look, I never asked you about that. Since that was the Lil Jon sample, man, it was a smooth transition with that shit. They ain't never really, cause I ain't never heard nothing about no issue with the who you with, none of that.
Nah, Lil Jon loved the record. Like, that nigga, shit. I remember when I went to Atlanta for the first time, he was probably one of the first people that was like pushing the record himself. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta understand, at that time, everything was new to me. I was just like, what the fuck? Every time I was going somewhere else and people were discovering me in the song, I didn't know how to look at none of that. I was just like, damn, I must have made a hit song. You know what I'm saying? Because I was doing Walk That Walk and Texas and the little, we're gonna call it, they was calling the chitlin circuit. Yeah. Texas, Mississippi, Arkansas, all that shit. And then the next thing is, that's what they call it. Yeah. But I was just doing that shit, and then all of a sudden, nigga, this shit blew up, and I'm on the fucking West Coast doing shows. Like, we drove 26 hours to California for a show I was booked in Oakland. Because of Ice Cream Paint Job, and you gotta understand, this when the internet just happened. I don't even know what viral is. My shit was going viral on MySpace. I don't know what viral is. I don't know that motherfuckers gonna know me when I actually get to Cali and I'm out there. We go out there for Oakland. I end up staying in Cali for for weeks just doing shows that kept getting booked from the first time I went out there. Like, oh, he out there, that's a nigga do ice cream print job. We'll throw him 3 racks right now to come right to this spot. Shit, hell yeah, I'm collecting and moving all that. I was never, that had never been happening to me. So everything was unfolding. So shit, I think they just saw it like it was a real organic hit record. There wasn't nothing forced about it, you know what I'm saying? So it just was what it was.
When you were, because you said you didn't know anything about, well, basically, I'm assuming you didn't really know anything about the business. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. But like, how were you handling it? Like, how were you with your money when when you first start seeing money coming in? Like, was you like, oh, I gotta get this, or I gotta get this? Like, how did you prioritize it?
Man, I handled my own account. Like, I basically did know about the business, but I didn't know that I really knew that much about the business. Like I was already copywriting songs and ass capping. Motherfuckers was not doing that shit then. You know what I'm saying? That's how we won the Holly Berry case easily. You know what I'm saying? With the Hurricane Chris shit, because they tried to take it and shit, but man, Q Smith had already copyrighted it and did all that stuff, and we, you know what I'm saying? That was, motherfuckers didn't expect us at 21. You know what I'm saying? 2021. Nah, we maybe even younger than that. You're 2021 to be doing shit like that, being from Dallas and never been in the industry. So, but I didn't know until now that, damn, I really was, because I'm still doing all the same shit now. It's just like, damn, I really did know the business. It really was what I thought it was. You know what I'm saying? I mean, to me, that's just simple, though. You feel me? Like, that really wasn't that hard. You feel me? Just shit that makes sense to me. Even then, it was just like, okay, I'm writing an original song. I do all my writing and shit, and I'm putting this out. These my team, this my producer, and we putting out a song. Like, I know it's something I got to copyright this, so I got to own it. You feel me? Like, we was mailing CDs to ourselves type shit. You feel me? Like, they called it, oh, yeah. We were doing it. We was doing everything, but yeah, we was a little bit ahead of our time when it came to that point. Yeah.
That's what's up, man.
I need to know, because I'm going to be honest. I thought you were going to come in here, and I thought your voice was going to be a little bit deeper.
Same. Honestly.
So, like, you get in the studio, you turn it on, like, what?
Nah, you know what? I mean, people, ain't this been my voice?
I mean, I was sitting there confused, like.
No, on the music, I'm thinking about you.
People got to think about this, though. Like, cause I don't got a rap voice. This is how I sound. But it's just like right now, if you started yelling, you will sound different from how you sound when you talking. I mean, it's just like when you in the studio, you more. It would depend on the song, obviously. But like if I'm doing a song where I'm more hype, then my voice is gonna be different.
Your voice is changing.
Yeah, but it's gonna be the same voice though. Like I don't got a rap voice. You know how some people got a rap voice. Like they talk. Nah, I don't. I rap like how I talk.
Your voice deep.
Because even on Walk That Walk, you be like, you can walk.
Well, that's because listen to Walk That Walk and then listen to, let's just say, my new song, Texafornia. Texafornia, I'm more high pitched.
You do sound like you sound
Yeah, but see, Walk That Walk is more monotone. It's kind of like when you singing in a low voice, you know what I'm saying? So it's different. Like if you started talking,
you want the girls to be like, hey.
Nah, we was recording that shit in the PV in a dorm room. So, you know what I'm saying? That's probably why we was trying to be quiet or some shit. But
don't want the artists to come in.
That's funny.
That's if you was whispering right now, you'll sound different from how you talking. It just depends on how you talking and in different songs.
I mean,
I appreciate y'all saying. Y'all just saying I'm talented. That's all y'all saying. Y'all saying y'all just saying I can do different things. That's all y'all saying.
You can do different things.
Oh man, damn, bro, we been chopping it up for a minute, man. What else you got on this podcast?
Yeah, make sure you ask what you want to ask, so you can't be saying, oh, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, I definitely can't give you everything, bro. Okay, to this.
And I was gonna say I do got a question, but I'm gonna let you go first.
Nah, go ahead. You know this.
No, I was gonna say though, do you believe that like certain artists can be stuck in a like certain era, if that makes sense?
Oh yeah.
That's a question right there.
Yeah, definitely. That happened to majority of the artists. You know what I'm saying? That happened, but that only happened when you. Two things that happen when you like come in the artist on a trend. See, that's what happened when, like, let's say a trend pop up right now, and then you that artist that, oh shit, everybody doing this, everybody rapping like this, everybody sound like this, I'm finna go do that. When you come in like that, you gonna die when that trend die. And that's how you get stuck in the era. And that be 80% of rappers, you know what I'm saying? When you come in with that mentality, like when you come in when it's, you'll be surprised, like whatever, that's why when a sound get popping, everybody sound like that. Because they just adapting to what the fuck it is. But whenever that shit die, you die with it when you come out like that. That's when you get trapped in the era. Or niggas just, they come in the era on their own shit and then they just get so to like feeling what they got going on that they just feel like it's gonna last forever that way, and they don't gotta ever grow or transition. You know what I'm saying? So that's how that happened.
What about region-wise though? Like, cause West Coast sound is definitely different from the South. So you have
yeah. I mean, it's dope. You know, feel me? Like when you authentic, like let's say you're authentic West Coast artist, it translates everywhere. You know, this is actually a time where this would be the first time where the next few years you about to see everything merge together. Like it ain't gonna be motherfuckers sounding like the West Coast and they from goddamn Iowa. You know what I'm saying? Like it niggas from the internet these days. So it's like it's all one thing almost. I mean, but if you do stick with where you from, you can still be authentic with where you from. It normally work. You know what I'm saying? Better. But I mean, I just think that nothing gonna beat originality. No matter how much this shit evolve, the more original and authentic you are, and you know what I'm saying, real to yourself and real to where you from and all that, the more better chance you got to win. No matter how much this goddamn shit evolve into streaming and the internet, whoever the nigga, if you pay attention, the ones who win it on a big scale are the original, authentic ones. You feel me? When you just think about it. Yeah, so. That's that part.
Nah, and I was thinking about what you said, like, bro, when I found out Roddy Ricch was from Compton,
exactly.
That shit fucked me up.
And he one of the few little niggas that I like. That nigga hard as fuck, but I would have never thought he was from Compton.
But when he talk, he say he talk like him. Yeah. But his music is like, I thought he was from Atlanta or something.
And it's authentic. Like when you hear it, nigga, that shit come out like homie got. Over all the little niggas, like he a little more special than the rest of them, than a lot of them. It's a few of them that I like, and I feel like a special, and some of them that I'm like, you know what I'm saying, when this little shit die, they gonna die with it. But then I think homie dope, you know what I'm saying, in a lot of different ways.
Yeah, and last but not least, man, you know, Prime Time Click, man. Bro, what the fuck? This was for me, first thing.
Yeah.
What happened, man? Like, who was it? Egos? Was it what happened with Prime Time Click, man?
Nothing happened with Prime Time Click. Like, everybody still exists. It's just as a brand and as a group. We was kids when I started the show. I was 18, 19 when I started Prime Time Click at PV. You feel me? So first of all, it just started off with. These was just my homies. That's just like you starting a group with your homies. You know what I'm talking about? And over time, niggas start growing up. Niggas start doing all this shit. Everybody start going their separate ways, dealing with life and this and that. But on the music tip, Primetime Click was always me. Like it was my vision. You know what I'm talking about? And honestly, just to speak on something that I really didn't want to speak on, but I know there's something you want to know. Is actually Primetime Click is still it's for to take its evolution. It's a whole new brand that's growing, and I'm doing something different, but it's gonna be the same structure in a sense. But you know, Primetime Click is supposed to be the reason why this next thing that I do is gonna be so big. I'm gonna be just enhancing the formula that I use for Primetime Click, and I mean, and a lot of the people that's involved will still be involved with it as far as on different ends. Like Cash, and y'all probably don't even know Cash, but Cash been in Primetime Click from day one. He part of my management team for me now. You know what I'm saying? So he's still in the mix. You know what I'm talking about? It's one of those things where once you see it, you're gonna be like, damn, that's Primetime Click, but damn, this shit didn't evolve. And that's
for
one
the
of the type
people
things.
like me who don't know, or maybe I do know, but I don't know. Like,
I just know in your song you mentioned.
People know. You know, it was a big thing.
Everybody was looking for handouts.
No.
No, for real.
We reaching now.
Nah, I mean that's a lot of that come with just the territory as far as, you know, the handout type thing. You know, I ain't gonna lie, it was certain times where I got disappointed. Like one of my homies done died. You know what I'm saying? DA, you know, RIP. You feel me? You know, he was actually the first person when I was at PV when I started Primetime Click, and we was in the dorm room, and I asked him, I'm like, what you think about Primetime Click? Like, I'm gonna call this shit that, because I was trying to really make something big. You feel me? Like I saw the vision, and you know, my homie passed, and when that happened, you know what I'm saying, we wasn't even on the best of terms as far as just on some whole other stuff, but we was always locked in on the music and this and that. So it's just a lot of different things that transpired over time that happen with any situation. You feel me? But it was never like, oh, we fell out and beef. Nah, we just kind of grew into our own different lives, you know what I'm saying? To come back to a point where now it's like, okay, I can do this again on a higher scale because I know what the fuck I'm doing now. When I started Primetime Clip, that was just my homies. That was just like, shit, all my homies around, they want to rap too. I need to figure out something they can do because I already had my shit popping by myself.
Right.
But my homies was wanting to rap too, and they was the homies. So I was like, shit, fuck it. I'm going to figure out a way to do this. And that's the reason why I started Primetime Clip. You know, but you know how they go. You know, niggas grow up. We little kids.
I definitely know how it go. You know, you grow apart, you go away.
Yeah. But
look, man, I'm pretty much done on my questions, bro. I got all I wanted this time.
Yeah,
you know
this time.
I can't get it all at once. I need you to come back.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying? You done with your pad?
Yeah.
You done with your pad?
Sure.
Cause look, man, shit, I had games I wanted to play with you.
Right.
All that. We killed all that.
Yeah. Right. Well, I'm glad we got all this out the way because the next time I come, it'll be more light. You feel me? We'll be talking about the stuff that's going on and whatever y'all want to do. But I already feel that there was a lot of stuff that needed to be put out there. You know what I'm saying?
We gotta get scrubbed in.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad we got that. You know, I fuck with y'all, so I'm gonna come back when it makes sense. And the next time we get to all the other stuff. But I'm glad we got all this out.
Yeah,
so you know what I'm saying?
We doing these in increments.
Yeah, exactly. That's the key to lasting long. That's longevity, bro. When you do everything in increments and you know you do shit in layers. You feel me? Like I ain't never been the one to just want to give. Like it's 30 things right now I could tell y'all right now that y'all gonna be like, why the fuck you didn't tell me this the last time I was there? Because I just don't want to give it to y'all right now. But
that's perfect, man.
Yeah.
Look, bro, it's always a pleasure, man, having you come in, sit down with me, bro.
Yeah.
You've been A1 since day one, my nigga.
Yes, sir.
You know, that's my shit. You know what I'm saying? So go on, shout out all your social medias, man. Let them know how they can get in contact with you, man, and what you're pushing right now, what they need to be on the lookout for.
Man, I mean, anybody who ain't follow me on the IG and Twitter. You know, them the ones I be on the most. You know, I don't fuck with Facebook like that, but my IG 6'3", my Twitter Dorrough Music. I got the Texafonia out right now. You know, we finna drop the new Cowboys anthem. You know what I'm saying? The Jump Back mixtape out. You know what I'm saying? We shooting out the visuals to that. I got a lot of videos that I'm finna drop on y'all, so you know y'all finna see the actual picture. But just follow me on IG. You know what I'm saying? And I release something every day that you know what I'm saying that let you know where I'm going next. Okay. So yeah.
Okay. JJ, baby, JJ. We gotta do all that. Everybody.
Oh yeah. So. You can follow me at JJBabyJJ on both Twitter and Instagram.
And you can follow me at Sierra's Interlude, Ciera, no apostrophe, it's Interlude on Instagram. And
I heard that the last time.
That's the hard one.
No, okay, if you don't know how to spell Interlude, okay, INTERLUDE.
I was trying to make sure you know how to spell it.
Yeah, no, y'all was trying to play me.
Y'all already know how I rock, man. Different practice, man. Y'all can follow me on the gram, Facebook at Chill Fleming. They made me change my name because I ain't have my shit together for Facebook. Yeah, they got me. They got me. They sent me. They told me I had to send in some pictures with that on my ID, bro. For Go DJ Dip to stay my name on Facebook.
Dang.
Or make a fan page. Because they knew somebody dropped a dime on me and put me in Facebook jail. You know what I'm saying? Go around, you know what I'm saying? Do not collect your $200.
That's what happens when you start to get attention and gain traction.
They're going to hate on you.
It's a good thing.
Everybody can't be Dip.
They hating on your name.
So they got to hate on you.
You know, we still building Dip, man. The evolution of Dip, we making history, man. We in the process, man. And say, bro, we gonna get to the promised land together, man. Cause all the big shit, I'm trying to be right there with you. You understand what I'm saying? Next time I need to be down there with Jerry taking pictures too.
Oh yeah. Now Jerry need to be down here taking pictures with you. That's how you gotta look at it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She look at you like I fucked you up right there. You weren't thinking like that.
I wasn't thinking like that. Big, man. I wasn't thinking that big. You know what I'm saying? What you said, get big. You said that shit.
Yeah. You gotta think like that. You gotta think big for to happen. You gotta shoot for the moon to hit the stars. You know what I'm talking about? You gotta aim high. Exactly. You gotta always aim higher than even where you trying to reach, where you trying to go. You feel me?
That's the news I can read.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Man, so we gonna get out of here, bro. I appreciate you coming through, man. Y'all know the deal, man. Happy hoes ain't hating.
And hating hoes ain't happy.
Never, man. Never. Yes. Oh, I like that.
Hey, what's up? Did you record it this time?
I got everything, bro. I got it all, bro. And they said it in unison.
Yeah, because last